So we're going to do example 2, and we're going to take a look at solving a problem using absolute value. So our problem is a computerized process controls the amount of batter used to produce cookies in a factory. If the computer program sets the ideal mass before baking at 55 grams, but allows a tolerance of plus or minus 2.5 grams, solve an absolute value equation for the maximum and minimum mass M of batter for cookies at this factory. Okay, so we're going to start by setting up an equation. Now, a format that you can use is the absolute value of whatever your variable is. So I'm going to say x minus the ideal, and that's equal to the tolerance. Okay, or remember, it doesn't matter which way we subtract numbers inside an absolute value bracket. You can also go ideal minus x equals tolerance. Okay, so for this particular problem, the ideal is your ideal mass of cookie, and our ideal mass of cookie is 55 grams. Our tolerance is plus or minus 2.5 grams. Okay, so if we want to write our equation, we'll use this as our format. So we say the absolute value, and the variable that we're going to use for mass is m, so we're going to go absolute value of m minus 55 is equal to our tolerance, which is 2.5. All right, and remember the meaning of this equation, okay? This means that the distance between m and 55 is 2.5 units. Okay? So what we want to do then is to start by graphing our ideal on the graph. So at 55, okay, and I'm just going to put a line through that, okay? And remember, our distance between m and 55 is going to be 2.5 units. So that means going to the left, I'm going to count off 2.5 units. Okay, so here's 1, 2, and 2.5 is right here. Okay, I'm going to put a bar there. All right, so the distance between here and here is 2.5. And then I'm going to go to the right 2.5 units. So 1, 2.5. Okay, and that's 2.5 units. Okay, so you can see that if we wanted to take a look at the possible masses for our cookies, it can be anywhere in between, right? 52.5 grams and 57.5 grams. So we write a sentence, we say that the minimum mass is 52.5 grams and the maximum mass is 57.5 grams. All right, so let's take a look at this algebraically. We already have our absolute value function, which is m minus 55 equals 2.5. Okay, remember we have two cases. Case 1, where we want to take a look at where m minus 55 is positive, so greater than or equal to 0. And case 2, where m minus 55 is less than 0 or negative. Okay, so we will start by going m minus 55 is equal to 2.5. That should be 2.5. Solve for m, and you're going to get 2.5 plus 55. So m is equal to 57.5. Okay, case 2 is the negative version of that. And that's equal to 2.5. Divide both sides of the equation by -1. That gives us m minus 55 equals negative 2.5. And solve for m. And we get that m is equal to negative 2.5 plus 55. So m is equal to 52.5. And so write a sentence. The maximum mass is 57.5 grams, and the minimum that looks awful. Okay, the minimum mass is 52.5 grams. Done.